So, I just got my very first capture card recently, and I thought it's about damn time I start doing my very own reviews. And I thought for my very first review, I would take a look at one of the most revolutionary games ever made, Super Mario 64.
Hello!
Mario is a character who I feel needs no introduction. This guy is so popular that even people who don't play video games have at least heard of him. The first Mario game I ever got to play, which was also my first video game, was Mario Kart Wii. And when I first played it, I was instantly hooked, and I've been playing Mario games ever since. Anyways, with the Sony PlayStation on the horizon, Nintendo decided it was time for them to release a new console. So in 1996, the Nintendo 64 launched, and one of the launch titles for the system was of course, Super Mario 64. And just like how the original Super Mario Bros. Set the standard for 2D platformers, Super Mario 64 did the same for the 3D platforming genre. Anyways, enough history, let's talk about the story. Anyone with the slightest bit of knowledge about Mario knows that the story goes like this. Bowser kidnaps Peach, and Mario must go save her. And while I do like good stories in video games, I do understand that the gameplay is what matters the most, so let's talk about that. In this game, you jump into paintings which take you to different worlds where there's a power star hidden. There are 8 power stars hidden in each world. Unfortunately, when you grab a power star, you instantly exit the level, unlike Banjo-Kazooie or Super Mario Odyssey where you stay in the level even after you grab a collectible. Mario's moveset in this game consists of the long jump, the wall jump, the dive, and the backflip. And as you would expect, he can jump very high. But if you time your jumps right, you can do the triple jump. All the iconic power-ups that you would expect from a Mario game are unfortunately not in this game. Instead, there are caps which grant Mario different abilities. The metal cap turns him into Metal Mario, which makes him invincible and makes him sink underwater because he's made of metal. The wing cap, which allows Mario to fly, which sounds pretty cool, but unfortunately it controls like shit. And the invisible cap, which obviously turns Mario invisible and apparently allows him to walk through walls. Okay. So, all of these new power-ups are cool and all, but where's my fucking fire flower? But seriously, the new power-ups, they're not half bad. Even though the wing cap controls like shit. Super Mario 64 was the first game, in the mainline series at least, to have Charles Martinet as the voice of Mario, and even though most of his lines are wahoo, he absolutely nails his performance. And of course, he is still the voice of Mario to this day. And I know I'm not alone in this, but Charles Martinet's Mario voice is so iconic that I honestly can't imagine anyone else playing this character. Oh yeah, and Leslie Swan also does a good job as Princess Peach. The soundtrack for this game is really good. Not my favorite Mario soundtrack, but it's a really good one. However, most of the music is reused in multiple levels, which Mario games tend to do a lot. But overall, a really good soundtrack. In 2004, Nintendo released the DS, and one of the first games released for the system was a remake of Super Mario 64. I used to play this game a lot when I was younger, but unfortunately, my 3DS pretty much frickin' died on me, so yeah, I can't show off any footage, but it wasn't half bad. Super Mario 64 DS included the full game, including 3 new playable characters, including Yoshi, Luigi, and Wario, each having their own unique skill set, which is what I love about multiple playable characters in video games. Honestly, this is the way I think that they should be handled, unless of course one character in the game has a really boring moveset. Super Mario 64 is one of the most iconic games of all time for a reason. It revolutionized 3D platformers, and while it has aged in many aspects, it's still a really fun game. The game is included on the Mario 3D All-Stars collection for the Nintendo Switch, so give it a shot if you're interested, before Nintendo deletes it on March 31st. So yeah, that was my review of Super Mario 64. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all later.